Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Maulida from class 25C from English Language Department, and today I will complete my extensive reading reflection video by telling a novel titled Memory Keeper's Daughter by Kim Edwards. So, the Memory Keeper's Daughter is defined into 7 parts by the years in which the event in the novel occurs. So, I will read the book summary first. So the Memory Keeper's Daughter tells the story of a family whose lives change because of a secret. So the story began in 1965 when Dr. David Henry and his wife Nora have twins, their son Paul and their daughter Phoebe. So Paul is born healthy, but Phoebe is born with Down syndrome. So because of that, David asked a nurse named Caroline to take Phoebe away to an institution, and he lies to his wife about Phoebe. The Phoebe is already dead, die like that, and then Caroline cannot leave Phoebe behind the institution because the institution is kind of like bad. So he raised Phoebe alone in another city. So from that moment, the story is between a two family, David, Nora, and Paul, and the Caroline and Phoebe. As the years pass, David and Nora's marriage slowly falls apart because of the sadness and lack of community between them. Because David is lie about Phoebe, so Nora is feel very sad because he feels that his daughter is already died, and Phoebe is grow with people who cares for her and support her despite the challenge she faced as a person with Down syndrome. And Paul, which is the twin brother, grows up loving music and often struggles to connect with his father because the lack of communication between them. And after many years, the truth about Phoebe is finally revealed to his wife. So Nora and Paul discover that Phoebe is still alive, and they finally meet her. So the truth is causes shock and pain for Nora and Paul, but it also gives the family a chance to reconnect. And overall, the story is about family and acceptance. So the major character in this story are David Henry, the father or the doctor, a doctor that has his daughter Phoebe, and Nora Henry, the David's wife, and Caroline Gill, the nurse who raised Phoebe, and Phoebe Henry, the twin daughter with Down syndrome, and Paul Henry, Phoebe's twins brother. So now I will reflection about this novel. So first I want to say that I did not really read the novel very deeply because I only fast read the paragraph to understand the story, and I more often read the summaries of each part rather than reading it very detailed. So my experience with the novel is still very limited. But what I found difficult or challenging about this novel is that the story has many characters and many timelines because there's about 7 years in the story that is very kind of difficult to follow. So I really need to pay attention and focus to the story to understand it better. So there are also some familiar vocabularies. So and besides that, the story is really detailed and slow burn for me, and I actually prefer the story is just medium pace. So it's kind of hard for me to keep remembering everything in the story. And to deal with this difficulty, I of course I tried to reread some parts, but just looking for the important information. And for the vocabulary, of course I search for the meaning and translate it to Indonesian. And reading novel especially is requires more focus and is more hard than a short story. But yeah, I think I can handle it quite well. So even though the novel was quite long, it's hundreds page, but I still can enjoy it because it's still interesting. And what I learned from this novel is that the moral is a secret can hurt people, like the wife, because she doesn't know about Phoebe. He feel really hurt, and that the family is actually break because of a lies and a secret. So David lied because he thought that he protect his wife and his son, but actually it's just a bad decision. And people with disabilities actually really deserve love and support from everyone, that they can still live meaningfully and happy. And the how I feel now about reading English text is that I enjoy it like before, and right now I am still more interested in reading short story rather than novels, but they also helps me to reduce my doom scrolling habits. And now that is my reflection for the novel Memory Keeper's Daughter, and it's a very good novel and worth reading. So that's what I all can say. Thank you, and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.